subscribe to my channel first, and let's dive in. I used to think trust was measurable, that if you gave enough of it, people would treat it like glass, delicate, precious, unbreakable. I was wrong. Trust isn't measured. It's tested, and sometimes it shatters without a sound. My name's Daniel, and for 10 years, I believed I was happily married to a woman named Claire. We weren't perfect, but I thought we had a marriage built on small, steady effort. Morning coffee together, Saturday grocery trips, and quiet Sunday evenings on the porch, talking about everything and nothing. That was before the message arrived. It began on a Wednesday evening. I was in my office, finishing an email, when I heard Claire laugh in the living room. Not her usual light laugh, the one that comes from watching a crime show, but a sharp, almost nervous laugh. I didn't think much of it at first. Then I heard her say, "Oh, that's funny. You're bold." The next morning, she seemed off. She poured orange juice into her coffee instead of milk. When I asked if she was okay, she smiled too quickly, said she was just tired, had a long night, and left it at that. That night, she mentioned she'd gotten an interesting message. From who? I asked. Just some guy, she shrugged. He saw me in a Facebook group. Something about travel photography, she explained. He invited me to a weekend retreat in Vermont. It's some kind of creative workshop. I laughed, thinking she was joking. "You're not serious, are you?" She hesitated long enough for my stomach to tighten. It could be fun. Just a few days, a chance to clear my head. There it was. Clear my head. The kind of phrase people use just before everything changes. For the next few days, she was glued to her phone, smiling at messages, typing fast, screen angled away from me. When I asked if she was still talking to the guy from the retreat, she said, "It's nothing serious. He's just organizing things." But her tone told me otherwise, something I wasn't meant to see. By Friday night, she packed a small suitcase. She'd be leaving early Saturday morning. Carpooling with a group. She didn't say who was in it. I barely slept that night. I told myself I trusted her. I told myself not to be that paranoid husband who checks his wife's phone. But trust doesn't stop curiosity when your gut whispers that something's wrong. At 5:30 a.m., she kissed me goodbye. "I'll call you when I get there," she said. She never did. By noon, I tried calling, no answer. By 3 p.m., her phone went straight to voicemail. By 7, I couldn't take it anymore. I opened her laptop. I didn't want to, but I had to. Her Facebook was open, messages still there. The thread showed a man named Ethan Cole. He wasn't from Vermont. He was from New Jersey, a creative director, married once, no kids. My heart pounded as I scrolled. They'd been talking for weeks. Compliments. "You have such an interesting mind. You deserve someone who sees you." Her reply, "I don't even know why I'm telling you this, but sometimes I feel invisible here." A week ago, he wrote, "Maybe you just need to step away from the noise. Come spend a weekend with me. No expectations, just peace." She replied, "That actually sounds perfect." My throat went dry. They weren't meeting at a retreat. They were meeting alone. For hours, I just sat, staring at the screen. Rage should have come first, fast, hot, loud, but instead, I felt cold. I needed clarity, proof. I opened Find My iPhone. Her location, Greenwood Lake, New York, not Vermont. I drove there that night. 5 hours, mind racing, imagining the worst, laughing in someone else's arms or regretting it, not sure which would hurt more. When I reached the lakeside cabin, lights on, faint music through the trees, my chest felt like it was cracking. I parked down the road, walked quietly up the path. Through the window, I saw her, glass of wine in hand, across from a tall, dark-haired man, maybe in his late 30s. They were laughing. Not strangers meeting for the first time, but people who already knew each other's rhythm. I didn't knock, didn't storm in. I just watched long enough to etch it into memory. Then I walked back to the car, hand shaking, heart hollow. On the drive home, I didn't cry, didn't yell. I thought about every instinct I'd ignored, every red flag I waved away because that's what love does. Sunday night, she came home radiant. How was the retreat? I asked calmly. It was good, she said, avoiding my eyes. Tiring, though. I nodded. You must have needed it. For a week, I acted normal. Made her breakfast, kissed her goodbye, smiled when she spoke. But beneath it, I collected evidence. Screenshots, messages, everything. When I had enough, I called a lawyer. The day I handed her the papers, she froze. Daniel, what is this? You tell me. I said, was it worth it? The weekend? The peace? Her face went pale. She didn't deny it. She whispered, it wasn't what you think. I smiled. It never is. That night, I packed my things. Quietly. No yelling, no revenge, just quiet. Before I left, she said, I made a mistake. I looked at her and said, no, Claire, you made a choice. That was 6 months ago. I live alone now, in a small apartment overlooking the city. Nights are quiet, but they don't hurt like they used to. Sometimes silence heals when it's finally honest. People ask if I'd take her back. I wouldn't. Not out of hate. I don't hate her. But trust can be rebuilt from ashes. You can collect the pieces, maybe put them in a jar, but they'll never be whole again. Weeks ago, I got a message from an unknown number. It was her. I think about you sometimes. I missed the piece he gave me. I read it twice, then deleted it. Peace. That word again. I used to think peace came from someone else. Now I know it comes from finally stopping someone else from having the power to break you. Sometimes the most shocking thing isn't what they did. It's realizing how long you stayed waiting for someone who had already left.